Spiritualista. This is your weekly energy forecast from the 13th until the 19th of October. And this is a general reading, so it may or may not resonate with everybody that's watching. But however, if you like a personalized deep dive reading, the link to my Etsy shop is below. And now let's see what the universe has in store for you this week. So Gemini, please tap me into Gemini's energy. Highest possible source for Gemini, please, from the 13th until the 19th of October. Let's see, Gemini, my first air sign of the day. So we have the Ace of Pentacles there in your present moment position. Very good. A fresh start, especially when it comes to the material world. Could be finances, could be business, you know, a new home situation. All right, and let's see your crossing here. So we have the Three of Wands. So you're waiting for something. You're anticipating something to sort of kick in that you've been actively trying to manifest here, and now it's sort of coming to fruition, but you're still waiting. And we have the top of your mind, so your conscious energy here with the Seven of Cups. So overwhelmed, but not bad overwhelmed, like overwhelmed with options, like too many choices. You don't really know which one to go for. Okay, and we're going to see your foundation, so your subconscious. And that is the Seven of Swords. Huh, interesting. Okay. So we have your recent past with the Two of Cups. And we have your near future with the Queen of Swords. And then your suggested approach, advice from the universe, is the Eight of Wands. And then we have your surrounding energies with the Tower. Who else had the Tower and the surrounding energies today? Was it Taurus? I'm pretty sure it was Taurus. Yeah. Interesting. Maybe you're connected to the same situation here. Okay. All right. So then we have your hopes and fears. Page of Cups. And we have your potential future with the Four of Swords. All right. Aries got that one too. Okay. So let's see the bottom of the deck energy here, which is the Knight of Cups. There's a little bit of like a hint of romance in this reading too. We're going to be getting into that as well, but I feel that, yeah. Yeah, there's some shadiness here. There's a little bit of shadiness here with the Seven of Swords. Could be strategy too. Yeah, lots of options and overwhelm. So let's get right to it. All right, so Ace of Pentacles. This is a good energy to be in, Gemini. That's good. That's you starting something, right? It's something, it's a Pentacles energy. It's something solid. It's something new, right? It's a job opportunity. It's financial growth. It's like, could be a project that you're starting. Could be a chance to just, yeah, building stability for yourself in your personal life here. So it's the spark. Ace is always a spark, right? It's usually not looking like much yet, but it's still holding a lot of potential here for you, like your long-term potential for your growth, if you nurture that. So it's a really good energy for you to be in. Feels like you're being creative right now. You're in a place where you are definitely launching something here to do with stabilizing yourself in life. So good place to be. And also very interesting with the challenge. So we have the Three of Wands there as your challenge for this week, which is all about vision, right? And also about expansion, exactly like with the Ace. So yeah, like you're seeing the bigger picture here, but as a challenge, feels like you do have the seed, right in your hand to start this thing, but you're kind of struggling to sort of envision how that's gonna grow bigger, right, into the future. And yeah, you can't really imagine that right now. So I feel like you're very eager right now. You're having this eager energy about the spread with like you want quick results here, and you're just sort of unsure how to take your first steps towards this long-term vision that you have here. So you do have a gift in front of you, like there's no doubt about that. You do have that, but the challenge is just sort of thinking beyond the here and now, right? And yeah, like I always do gardening analogies because I'm really into plants, right? So it's exactly like that. It's like you're planting a seed somewhere, right? You're planting it in the earth, and then you're just checking and checking and checking, right? You go there every single day, checking the ground, expecting a full tree. So the energy here and the lesson here all about patience, all about having patience, still being able to plan, of course, you can do that. But you also have to do that with a lot of trust here that the small beginnings that you're going through will have the power to grow into something better and something much larger. But it's just that it's not happening now. So I feel that you are a little bit restless with that. You wanted to be checking in all the time to see if there has been any sort of development in the progress here. And it's not really happening, and you're kind of feeling, yeah, I'm starting to get a little tension around that with you. And we have your crowning here, so 7 of Cups. Okay, so overwhelm. Your mind is likely, like swimming with options right now. Could be distractions as well, right? It's that feeling when you're looking at a menu and there's just too many choices in front of you, and everything sort of looks good, but you can't order everything. I mean, you could, but you couldn't eat everything. You couldn't finish everything, right? So it's not a bad place to be, but it is like, it's overwhelming. And this could also be your ideas, especially if it involves something that you're starting here at this project. You kind of want to do everything at once. And not everything is going to be a good idea, right? And even if you did order everything, like you got every sort of dish in a restaurant, in your favorite restaurant, even though it's your favorite restaurant, every single dish is not going to be good. It's not going to be good. That's just the reality of things. There's going to be something that you like, something that you like. Maybe you like everything, but something you don't like as much as this other thing here. So not all those options are going to be real opportunities for you. Some are going to be illusions. Just remember that, right? So key here this week is just to narrow your focus down a little bit so that you don't get stuck in any sort of confusion or any sort of like daydreamy situation here with that card, okay? And then we have the foundation, so 7 of Swords, all right? So yeah, like it's an undercurrent of mistrust here. You're feeling a little bit cautious about someone's energy here. And I feel like maybe it's even you that's just holding back your full truth, right? Because you feel, it's like, I'm not saying that it's coming from you, but I feel that you're doing that because there is someone in your surroundings right now that is just, they're not being completely upfront with you, right? And it is secrecy, like there is secrecy going on here. There is a bit of strategy going on here too, right? And it feels to me like you're doing that. You're trying to navigate things without revealing your whole hand here. You're trying to be very private this week. So there is definitely like a push-pull situation happening here, like where your mind is exploring a lot of possibilities here, but deep down, you don't feel safe at all to commit to any of this. Like you don't, you just, yeah. It's like wanting to invest in one of those options, but also double checking the fine print before you sign anything. Like it's that energy here, right? So there is the need for lots of clarity here and lots of honesty with yourself and with others, of course. And that's going to be the anchor that's going to cut through any confusion here going into the next week. And we have the 2 of Cups in your recent past, Gemini. So 2 of Cups is all about harmony and connection. So this could have been a relationship here, like a partnership, and where you just felt very much in sync with someone, right? And you were experiencing a lot of balance here, and you were being seen by this person, right? There was a mutual respect situation. Like there was just mutuality. There was reciprocity, right? It was something good. It was something good. It feels romantic. Doesn't have to be for all of you, but it does feel romantic. So it was simply just like finding common ground and a very important bond. I do feel that this is a very strong, very powerful connection that you have with this person here. And we have the near future here with the Queen of Swords. So all about clarity and boundaries here again, and just telling the truth. So you have, like, it's a week about telling the truth here, Gemini. So like, while this is all about emotional flow with this person, this is bringing in lots of logic and perspective to your spread. So yeah, it's sort of like you're taking a little, like a step out of this heart space where you've been, maybe a little bit, again, like a little bit distracted there, maybe, like even a little bit of illusions there. And now you're just asking, what's the reality here, right? So it's an energy that just very much insists on honesty, this one, and both from yourself and from other people. So I do feel that this connection was good. I do feel that it was mutual. It feels very sweet. Like it's a good energy I'm getting from that. But now you're moving into a phase where clarity and truth are going to guide you. They're going to need to guide you here. So you're going to have to balance, right, this energy here, like with your heart, but also with your head here. And just honor this bond here, but also protect your own truth within that bond. All right? I hope that makes sense to you. Let me know in the comments if it does and what's going on in your situation here. So yeah, maybe there is a little bit of shadiness in that connection. You know, that could be it. And you're picking up on that and you feel like there is need for some discernment here, even though it is for the most part very good. Okay, so we have a suggested approach, the 8 of Wands. So it's been coming up a lot actually for the other signs too. It's a fast week. So 8 of Wands is all about they keep things moving, right? So where there's confusion and hesitation that's showing up for you this week, the best move here is just to act, right? In order to let that momentum carry you forward this week. And make sure to communicate. You're good at that, right? And any sort of small step is going to help you break through any stagnation that you're feeling here. And we have the Tower in your surrounding energies, like I said, though. So it's not bad. It's not exactly you. I'm pretty sure Taurus got I'm always saying Taurus Tarot. I'm always mixing up. Taurus got that in the Tarot spread too, in the same position here. So, and I said the same thing. So don't be too concerned about seeing the Tower there, even though it is something that brings in a lot of sudden change. Like it's a disruptive card where something unstable is collapsing, right? And clearing space for something solid and it feels chaotic, right? But it's the universe that's just, yeah, it's also cutting through illusions here. It's all about that. It's their way of just clearing things out. And I feel that this is happening in your surroundings because of the position. So it feels like it's not you, but however, it is affecting you indirectly, likely because people are communicating about this with you. And they're sort of unloading that energy onto you. You're taking that in. So it's sort of stuck in your field. So you could clear that out. It's not affecting. I don't feel that you're going to be going through any major breakdowns this week, but you're going to still be affected by just residual. So I'm getting a vision of those. It's a horrible vision, actually. But it doesn't have to be. I mean, there are controlled demolitions. But you know how when a building just comes crashing down and you kind of see like, and then there's that cloud, right? And there are those people that are just right at the epicenter of that, and they're just getting that, and they're just getting things all over them. And then you might be just a few miles away from that, and you can still breathe that in. You can still smell it. You can still take in all the pollution from that big cloud that just spreads out, but you're not getting directly affected, but you're still very much aware of that. That's the vision I got for this, is I just wanted to share that with you. All right, so we have your hopes and fears, Page of Cups. So feels like you're longing for some openness here. Like you want to feel this like sweet, like, yeah, maybe like even a fresh spark of love here. But there's also a little bit of a fear of vulnerability I'm picking up on, that you might be feeling a little bit exposed if you open your heart, right? So it's telling you to just no pressure this week. Just no pressure. Just be curious. Like approach the situation with curiosity without pressuring it too much. And I'm sensing that you're not going to appreciate being pressured by others either with this page here. And we have the potential future. So the 4 of Swords for you guys. So that's just rest. You're gonna need to recover this week, right? You've had a lot of mental activity here. Like there has been this shift going on around you here. So tells me that you're kind of just, you need to clear this out. That's the thing, you need to clear this out. And the advice for you to do that is through rest, right? It's where you're gonna need that pause, right? You're gonna have to integrate that and just give your mind and give your heart a little bit of space to just settle before you take the next step here, right? And we have the bottom of the deck, so the Knight of Cups. So underneath everything, that's a really good energy to have there. Like it's a flowy, it's an emotional energy here. That's the core. So this spread is all about romance. It's all about creativity, right? So you're gonna be in a space it's like very hard space this week, right? It's gonna be a creative week. You're gonna be feeling perhaps in love. You're gonna feel connected to maybe some art, right? Maybe creating some art if you do that. You're gonna be inspired. You're gonna feel connected to life, connected to nature, you know, everything in general that is beautiful and organic is gonna be pulling you this week. So just remember that yeah, this is what's guiding you forward here, right? So it's a week about sincerity, like it's a week about, you know, moving into clarity, moving into truth. It's a week about new opportunities here for you. It's a good week, Gemini. And it's all about you learning how to balance your heart and your mind here. And the advice for you is just to stay in motion, right? Even with this shift here going on around you. Yeah, be open and try to attract sincere connections through being honest yourself. You don't have to tell people everything, of course, with the Seven of Swords, but you can still be open without being a fully open book here. And just give yourself time to rest. That's really important for you. Give yourself time to integrate. And yeah, it's a good week. It's not going to be testing you. It's good, right? You're going to be curious, and you're going to be developing a lot of discernment this week too. But it's a very loving spread, this one. So I'm feeling that it's going to be, perhaps for some of you, a very romantic week too, that is going to be unfolding. So that's very good. And that's all I have for you today, Gemini. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope that this reading resonated, and if it did, please make sure to give it a like and let me know in the comments below which part resonated the most with you. And if you like my channel and want to support it, I would really appreciate it if you could subscribe to it. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Okay, bye!